Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are going on a journey through India's rooted spiritual energies, but not just the ancient kind. We'll explore how spirituality is begin linked with economics, how a sacred festival is resonating on the global music stage, and how Buddhist heritage is being revitalized in Uttar Pradesh. Three big topics: spiritual economic zone in Uttarakhand, the Grammy nominated Sounds of Kumbh album, and Buddhism tourism in Koshambi. Let's have a look. First, let's talk about Uttarakhand, often called Devbhumi, the land of gods. The state government has launched a visionary plan creating two spiritual economic zones, one in Garhwal and other in Kumaon. The idea is to combine tourism, spiritual practices, and the state's rich heritage into hubs that generate both cultural and economic value. These zones are not just about pilgrimage, they will host yoga and meditation centers, Ayurveda and naturopathy healing centers, local handicraft shops, and events celebrating mountain culture. To make this sustainable, the government plans to begin implementing in the 2025-26 financial year. What's more, they want to build a spiritual villages, one in each of Uttarakhand's 95 blocks, to spread the benefits of this initiative widely. This is not just tourism development, it's about creating local livelihoods and stemming migration from hill areas by offering jobs linked to wellness, heritage, and spiritual tourism. Underpinning this is Uttarakhand's first ever yoga policy introduced to make the state a global capital of yoga and wellness. Through this policy, yoga meditation centers can get subsidies up to 20 lakh rupees and research in naturopathy and yoga can receive grants up to 10 lakh. So in short, Uttarakhand is turning its spiritual heritage into structured zones that support wellness, local artisans and holistic tourism, all while creating jobs and preserving culture. Next to something completely different but spiritually connected, Sounds of Kumbh. This is not a spiritual discourse but a musical project rooted in 2025 Mahakumbh Mela in Prayagraj, Prayag. The album has just been nominated for the 68th Grammy Awards in the Best Global Music Album category, which is huge. Here's what makes this album so special. It's a 12-track project curated by Siddhant Bhatia, blending field recordings taking live during the Mela, think chants, bells, ghat sounds with ancient mantras and modern instrumentation including binaural beats. Over 50 artisans from around the world contributed, including Grammy winners and nominees. Some names: Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar on the spiritual guide, Jim Kimmo West, Modi Das, Raja Kumari, Ron Cobb, and more. The album was commissioned by Uttar Pradesh government in partnership with Network 18, History TV 18, and distributed globally by Universal Music India. Critics describe it as a sonic memoir of the Mahakumbh, not just music but a spiritual journey. The mix is carefully crafted, live Mela sounds, meditative mantras, and those binaural beats give listeners an immersive, almost meditative experience. Siddhant Bhatia has said that this album is India's peace offering, a way to bottle the spiritual energy of Kumbh and send it out to the world. The Grammy nod is being seen as not just recognition for him, but for India's spiritual and cultural heritage on a global scale. Finally, let's shift to the Buddhist tourism, specifically in Koshambi, a district in Uttar Pradesh. Koshambi has a huge Buddhist historical importance. The government is transforming Kosam Inam village in Koshambi into a major Buddhist tourism hub, building a 11-hectare Buddha theme park. The park isn't just for show, it will feature a museum dedicated to Buddha's life, murals, an open-air theatre, a cafe, guest house, and thematic entrance gate. They are also building a common facility center to support tourists and pilgrims. Koshambi is historically sacred. It has three major monasteries from the Buddha's time: Gosti Rama Monastery, Kukutwa Monastery, and Pavari Kambana. For instance, the Gosti Rama Monastery was built by a wealthy merchant named Gosita, and Buddha is believed to have stayed there during 6th and 9th rainy seasons retreat Varshavas, delivering important sermons. There are also ancient remains like a stupa and an Ashok pillar, though the pillar was later shifted to Allahabad. According to the traditional accounts, during his rainy season retreats, Buddha stayed here to teach and connect with the followers. The local administration planned to improve infrastructure, enhance during tourist amenities, establishing the rest areas and parking near viharas, placing signboards and setting up pilgrim shelters. This is part of a broader vision to integrate Koshambi into the Buddhist circuit. One driving factor is connectivity. The Vande Bharat Express train service has been promoted as a way to connect Koshambi with other Buddhist and Hindu pilgrimage sites like Sarnath and Prayagraj, making it easier for domestic and international tourists to visit. So, why are these three very different topics ground together? Because they reflect a powerful shift. Spirituality is becoming a driver for development. In Uttarakhand, we see spiritual tourism being institutionalized not just for pilgrims but for a holistic economy that supports wellness, community, and heritage. With sounds of Kumbh, the cultural resonance of spiritual event is being translated into a global musical language, bringing ancient ritual and modern art together and bringing India's spiritual stories to the world stage. In Koshambi, Buddhism pilgrim sites are being revitalized thoughtfully, preserving ancient heritage while making it economically sustainable. These aren't isolated cultural plays, they are strategies to preserve heritage, create meaningful livelihood opportunities, and strengthen India's identity as a spiritual and cultural hub in the modern world. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which of these three stories you think is the most exciting, or if there are other spiritual economic developments you want me to cover. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.